What's goody, Winner Circle? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. Listen, today I'm gonna give you guys 5 signs that you are fully mature in your spirituality, okay? Fully mature in your spirituality. Make sure you is full grown, okay? I'm gonna give y'all 5 signs, okay? If this is your first time seeing me, make sure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up because you really gonna get your life bossed up here. If y'all my day ones, I love y'all so much. Man, comment in the comment section day one. Let me see who you are. Let me see where my day one's at, okay, y'all? But let's get into this video, okay? 5 signs that you have spiritually matured. You are mature in your spirituality, okay? And the first sign that you mature in your spirituality is you not running around here thinking that you just love and light. Like the spiritual community, I guess I'm a part of the spiritual community because I consider myself a spiritual person, but I don't consider myself a part of the spiritual community that's like on the internet. And let me just dive a little bit deep into this because the people who show up in the spiritual community on the internet, you know, they project themselves like, oh, spirituality is wearing crystals. Spirituality is doing cards, and spirituality is doing Palo Santo. And yeah, these things are involved in the spiritual realm, but that's not what make you spiritual, baby. That is not what makes you spiritual. Being spiritual is a lifestyle, and you don't choose spirituality. It chooses you. It snatches you up and start to make you open up your eyes to realize some things about this world, about yourself, about your abilities, about your power, about religious doctrine. It snatches you up. Being spiritual is not an accessory that you wear. It's not a daily pattern. It's not a daily hobby that you do. It's something that really transitions your life. Wearing crystals don't make you spiritual. Meditating don't make you spiritual. It's a practice to enhance spirituality, but that's not what makes you spiritual. The internet spiritual community got people thinking that this is just a phase, a fad, a certain type of a trending thing that's going on. And that's not what that is. When I tell you spirituality snatches you up and you start going through that spiritual awakening, you start coming to some realizations about yourself, realizations about the world, realizations about your behavior, realizations about the life that's in front of you, that you actually created it because of your belief system. And that's what spirituality is, baby. It snatches you up and you can't run from it, okay? So I just had to put that out there, okay? So now, you know, I say all of that to say, when you are spiritually mature, you're not just running around here talking about you just love and light. That's thinking that you just love and light. Now, don't misunderstand me. When people say love and light, they're wishing love and light to people. Like, that's a good thing. But if you just think that being spiritual, all it is just love and light, that's equivalent to religious folks or the Christian community. And I don't mean no disrespect to nobody, but y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. That's equivalent to the Christian community saying I'm holy and I can't be a sinner. I don't want to be a sinner. That's equivalent to that. Now let me start to break this down for y'all. When you are spiritually mature, you start to embrace both your positive and your negative sides. You start to embrace your, what the spiritual community call it, your shadow side, your dark side. You start to embrace who you are authentically through and through. Now, in the religious community, you know, they say, oh, no, you know, you can't do this. You shouldn't cuss. You shouldn't, you know, drink wine or you drink alcohol. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You got to be perfect. You're a sinner. You're going to go to hell. That is the quickest way to deplete who you are. And a lot of people look at churches and say, oh, everybody in the church is fake and phony. And it comes from not embracing who they genuinely are. They are trying to strive for perfection, and it does not exist. If everybody could just embrace who they are through and through, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of that, then would nobody be putting on a front? Would nobody be putting on a facade? In the religious community, it's a facade to say that, you know, don't have sex before this. You know, that's like, to have the morals is okay. To have a standard is okay. But to be acting like you're not doing something that you know you are, that's when the fakeness comes in. Just be you. Just say, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to church on Sunday and yeah, I dropped the F-bomb. Okay, be you. If you can start to embrace who you are through and through, that's where your freedom is. That's where your enlightenment is. That's where your acceptance is. That's how you ascend. That's how you elevate. So taking it back to the spiritual community, you're not just love and light. No, you do got that beast side to you. And that beast side is necessary. You guys, God made this universe with polar opposites, with duality. Where there's hot, there's cold. Where there's up, there's down. Where there's left, there's right. Where there's good, there's bad. No, I'm not saying that you out here reckless and you a serial killer. I'm not saying that. God puts it on everybody's heart to know right from wrong, period. God puts it on everybody's heart to know right from wrong. But when you start to embrace that you're not a perfect person, there is no such thing as perfection. And you don't even want to be perfect. You want to embrace your beast, because your beast is what keeps you safe. Your beast is what keeps you from being a pushover and being manipulated and putting people in their place. You want to be the beauty and the beast all in one. I love that movie, Beauty and the Beast. Y'all remember the movie Beauty and the Beast? The beast was a beast to the whole town. Nobody liked him. He was up in that castle way out there in the forest. Nobody wanted to be a part of his life. And when the beauty came, which was his other half, if you look back and look at it symbolically, which was his other half, she was the only thing that calmed him. She was the only thing that he listened to. And if you look at them as one union, the beauty and the beast, it was a beautiful dynamic. He protected her. She calmed his nervous system. He stood up for her in the town, and she changes everybody's perspective in the town about his persona. It was a beautiful dynamic. And that is who you are as one person. You are the beauty and the beast. You're not being a pushover. You letting people know, like, okay, yes, I'm enlightened. Yes, I'm here to, I'm a chosen one. I'm here to do light work. I'm here to spread love and positivity and help people reach their true, authentic self. But you also could fuck around and find out. And that's not a bad thing. You need that dark side to protect you. You think Jesus was a pushover? I'm telling you, God was setting cities on fire behind Jesus. Jesus already knew what was up. When people was coming against him, he was like, he was looking at them like, listen, you in for a rude awakening. Jesus wasn't no pushover. He wasn't out here getting manipulated, getting scammed, getting taken advantage of. Absolutely not. There was that balance. You have to have that balance. Now I'm not saying for you to be out here, doing all kind of, drugs or doing all these. You use your moral compass. But if you want to go, but if at your core, you're a good person, you doing right, you know what I'm saying? You taking care of your family, you taking care of yourself, you making sure that your lifestyle is stable, you doing the best that you can. It's okay for you to go out and have a drink and enjoy yourself. As long as these things are not your master. That's where people get it conscrewed at, mixed up at. It's not, you can't let something be your master. If you don't know how to say no to something, you don't need to be doing it. You don't know how to have balance. Having that balance shows that you have matured in your spirituality. You know how to harness your dark and your light. You know how to harness your good and your bad. And it's not that you eliminating the beast, you tame the beast. You know when to bring the beast out. You know when to let the beast off the chain. Your beast listen to you. If the beast is off the chain and you tell the beast to come back and sit down, your beast listen to you, no hesitation. That's what it's like to be spiritually mature and embrace who you are through and through, fully. I am the kindest, most loving person. People meet me and they be like, oh my God, like your energy is amazing. And they think, unfortunately, some people think that just because there's all this amazing, loving kindness, that there is no part for them to fuck around and find out. And as soon as they start to do something, and I switch it up on them and they fuck around and find out, then they be like, damn, I ain't even, like, this is a new side to you. This is not nothing new. You just didn't see that side. You didn't expect to see that side until you did something where I had to bring that side out. But that's okay. I could check you and respect you in the same breath. I could still love you and still put you in your place. And that's what it's like to harness both your negative and your positive sides. That's the number one sign that you are spiritually mature. You don't just think everything's rainbows and sunshines. No, it's not. You are the exact replica of God. And God is not just rainbows and sunshine. God has a furious side. And in order for God to reign over and dominate unions and countries and all of these things, You got to have a ferocious side. God is ferocious as well, y'all. God is not just out here looking at people and oh, you just get a pat on your hand because you screwed the chosen one over. No, you screwed the chosen one over. You going through the ringer, and it's coming from God. God is the owner of karma. Look at karma as God's energy in motion. That's what you need to look at karma as. And if you think that karma don't be hitting people hard, it do. Karma hits people hard, y'all. That's because God is ferocious. God don't play. God don't play. You've got to be able to harness your positivity and your negativity. You've got to be able to maintain and have that balance between your light side and your dark side, whatever you want to call it. You are Beauty and the Beast. And that's a wonderful thing. You are made up of multiple aspects, okay? You're not just holier than thou. You're not just love and light. You're not a sinner if you say an F-bomb. Like, no. Embrace who you are, because the moment you stop embracing who you are, it's a facade. You can't live your true authentic self. You got to put on a mask to go to these churches and these buildings and stuff and act like you this person, when really in reality that's exhausting for you. You go home and feel ashamed and start to condemn yourself. Oh my God, I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing that. I need to focus on this. So and so and them, I need to stop. Calm down. Embrace who you are. As long as you are centered at your core, you know that you're a good person. You okay, baby? Embrace your beauty and your beast. Okay, y'all? I could go on and on with that one, y'all. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. What's number 2? The second sign that you have matured spiritually, you are spiritually mature, is you become a professional disappointer. And that's as real as it's gonna get. When you have ascended in your spirituality meaning you know who you are. You have gone within. You know your power. You know where you stand. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You operate in your calling. You are fully tapped in with God. You connected to the olive branch, okay? And when you connected to the olive branch, you become a professional disappointer, because you're no longer playing the roles of people pleasing and caretaking. You allow people the space to figure it out for themselves. And some people might look at you to be cold for that reason, but in the long haul, you letting them figure it out so they can grow. Coddling people, doing stuff for them, people pleasing, being a caretaker all the time to people. And I'm not saying not to be there for people. I'm not saying that at all, y'all. I'm not saying that at all. But predominantly, if that's what you're doing, and you see people is taking advantage of you, people can only take advantage of you if you give them something to take advantage of. People can only push your buttons if you give them a button to push. You've got to know ahead of time if somebody is worthy of your assets, worthy of your resources, worthy of your knowledge, worthy of your time and your effort. And the more enlightened you become, the more intuitive you become, the more spiritually mature you become, that's easy. As soon as I meet someone, within 5 minutes of talking to them, I already know if this person is going to be worthy of my knowledge, or if they rough around the edges and they got some work to do. So I tend to them differently. I talk to them differently. I let them in differently. The more intuitive you become, the more spiritually mature you become, you will know who is worthy of your resources, of your natural born gifts that God has given you, okay? You are no longer a people pleaser. You are no longer out here just caretaking for people and putting yourself on the back burner. And because you're not putting yourself on the back burner and tending to everybody's needs before you, they get disappointed. And that's okay. That's okay. You got to be comfortable with disappointing people. Not walking around feeling bad. Well, I feel bad because they needed me. I feel bad. And again, I'm not saying you can't be there for people. You could be there for people, but not at the expense of your own happiness. Not at the expense of putting yourself last. Absolutely not. When you are spiritually mature, you come first. And when you start to put yourself first, other people put you first. When you start to put you first, other people treat you how you treat yourself. And you do the same thing in turn. You respect them. You respect their time. You respect their efforts. You respect their energy. You respect what they got going on. And everybody is putting everybody on a pedestal. And that is mutual respect. It's mutual give and take. It's mutual consideration. But when you're dealing with people, all these people around you who are not spiritually mature like you, Oh, baby, guess what? It's time to disappoint some folks. Do you hear me? It is time for you to disappoint some folks, okay? People are going to be disappointed when you no longer are putting them first, and that is okay. You've got to be okay with that. You owe you, man, comment that in the comment section. I owe me. You owe you the time, the energy, the investments, the effort. You owe yourself all the attention. If you could look back at your life and just look back at the last 2 years, how many times did you put other people before you? And we all guilty of it. But the more enlightened you become, the less that need to be happening. And here at the Winner's Circle, I'm going to make sure you are enlightened, okay? Enlightened, okay? Man, comment that in the comment section. I'm enlightened. You're going to be enlightened here, okay? We are no longer putting other people before us. And when you know how to put yourself first, then naturally you have natural, authentic love for other people because you love in yourself. People think it's the other way around. Oh, if I love this person more than I love myself, then it's a good thing. No, that is not how you do it. You cannot love somebody and put other people before you more than you loving yourself and putting yourself first. That is not how you do it. You've got to put yourself first, because when somebody enters in your life, they see how you love you, and automatically they know, okay, this person can love me right because they love themselves right. You can't give somebody what you don't give yourself. You can't. Pour into yourself. You become, what is he doing? You become a professional disappointer when you are mature spiritually, and it is okay. Be comfortable with it. Be okay with it. I don't care who get mad, who don't get mad. It's time for you to do you. Put you first, okay? Be comfortable with disappointing people. And that'll show you who your true friends are. That'll show you who your real friends are, who your real people are, who your real family is, who really got your back. Because if you just think about it, if you telling somebody, I don't want to do this because it's affecting my mental health and I feel like I need to, stop this or set this boundary or pull back from this or not participate in this because it's not good for me, it doesn't align with me, whatever you want to say. That don't resonate with me, that ain't for me, this, and they get mad at you, they're the problem. Because think about it, how dare you get mad at me for doing something for me that's going to be healthy for me? They're the problem. Disappoint they ass, you hear me? Disappoint them. Oh well. Because at the end of the day, once they finally get on that level, they're going to understand. Once they finally start maturing, once they finally start ascending, once they finally start advancing in spirituality and taking care of themselves and putting themselves first, then they're going to understand. Okay? So you're not doing a bad thing by disappointing people in this respect, in this aspect. You're not doing a bad thing. Disappoint they ass, okay? I'll take the first flight to disappointment. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? Number three, the third sign that you have spiritually matured is you're not afraid to rock the boat. You're not afraid to rock the boat. You're not afraid to go against the grain. You're not afraid to do you're not afraid to do the total opposite of what other people are doing. Like, maybe everybody in your family, got degrees and they have this and they're doing that. And your family is looking at you like, your family is looking at you like, oh, what are you going to do? What college are you going to go to? What kind of degree are you going to get? Your cousin is this, your sister is that, your dad is this. Everybody is a surgeon. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody is a lawyer. Everybody got degrees. And you sitting there looking like, I don't want to go to college. I'm finna open up my own business. Everybody done spent so much money. Everybody got all these loans. Everybody in debt. Everybody working just to pay off these loans, doing all this stuff. And you're like, I'm not doing that. And they're looking at you like you crazy. Guess what? You done broke out the matrix if you doing that. Because ain't nobody telling you what to do. Ain't nobody telling you when to take vacation. Ain't nobody telling you how much money you can make. Ain't nobody telling you when to clock in and when to clock out. Ain't nobody telling you when to take a break. You work for yourself. You the boss. And when you become your own boss, you experience pure freedom. When you your own boss, you experience pure freedom. Pure freedom. So don't be afraid to go against the grain. When you are spiritually mature, you go against the grain. If everybody doing this, you do that. Everybody going left, you going right. Everybody wearing this and following trends, you don't follow trends. You are the trendsetter. It's funny because I'll have people message me, email me and stuff, and they're like, oh, use this trend. It'll make, use this trending sound. It'll make your video go viral. You do this and da-da-da-da. Which is cool. I appreciate the consideration. I appreciate you thinking of me and you want to give me some tips. Like, that's cool. But for me, I don't follow trends. I set the trends. I don't follow trends. If you see people, everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram doing this dance and copy this and copy and paste this and da-da-da-da-da, that is cute. I like these videos. It's entertaining, but you ain't gonna never see Coach E jumping on the bandwagon. I'm the one who sets the trends. And it's not a cocky thing. It's who I am. It's installed in me. I'm spiritually mature. I'm a chosen one. Period. And there's nothing wrong with that. When you are spiritually matured, you go against the grain. You're not afraid to rock the boat. You're not afraid for people to make people question like, that's different. I didn't think you would be doing that. I didn't think as a life coach you would be saying that. You don't care. You don't mind going against the grain. Go against the grain. Do something different. Because the people who do something different than what the whole world, all the crowd is doing, you stand out. And when you stand out, you elevate. And when you elevate, you attract more opportunities, more money, more stuff start to flow to you, okay? Go against the grain. Don't be afraid to rock that boat. All right, you guys, the fourth one. The fourth sign that you are spiritually mature is you don't abide by societal rules. You do not abide by societal rules. And I don't mean like running red lights or nothing like that. I don't mean nothing like that, like you don't follow the rules at the green light. No, I don't mean nothing like that. Don't be out here talking about, Coach E said, no, I'm out here to break all the rules. And now you got tickets and now you robbing banks and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? But what I mean is you don't follow societal rules. Like, okay, let me give you an example about myself. Like, there's people who be like, like on your Instagram page, it says you're a life coach, but you've got like pictures in your bikini, or, you've got like some music on there that uses cuss words, and that's not professional. I don't work for corporate America. I work for myself. I don't have to follow societal rules on what's professional and what's acceptable or not. But this is people projecting their own rules and their own viewpoints on you because they're in a box. And they do work for someone else, and they work for corporate America. So when you see people coming at you talking about you shouldn't do this and that's not professional, you shouldn't say that, they're projecting their own cap that's on them onto you. And when you are spiritually inclined, when you spiritually matured, you don't care about none of that. You don't follow the normal societal rules. You say what you want, you do what you want, and you proceed how you feel. You are fully content in the way that you maneuver and you operate in life, period. Because you have pure freedom. And that doesn't mean that you don't have freedom if you work for somebody. That's not what I'm saying. That doesn't mean if you work for corporate America, you don't have freedom or you're not spiritually mature. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if you do work for corporate America, you do work for a high-end corporation, you work for you work for any kind of big entity or any kind of law firm or anything like that, and you going against the grain in those kind of environments, you rocking the boat in those kind of environments, you being different in those kind of environments, you not following societal rules in those environments, that probably looks like in a business meeting, while everybody, the head honcho is telling, we're going to do this, and this, you're the only one in the building like, well, I think we should do this. You expanding people's minds. You playing devil's advocate. You challenging people. You don't care about rocking the boat. You don't care about pushing people to their limits. You don't care about popping out of the Jack in the Box. You don't care about that. When you are spiritually mature, you have that freedom inside of you. You don't care about that. You are the one who pushes people's limits. You are the one who's playing devil's advocate. You are the one that's changing people's perspectives. You are the one that's switching things up. You the game changer, baby. Man, come in the comment section. I'm the game changer. You the game changer. Y'all know I always call y'all the game changer because you are. You the game changer. Everywhere you go, no matter what it is, what you doing, you the game changer. Anywhere you go somewhere, you doing something, you trying something out, you involved in something, you participating in something, you the game changer. That's just how it is. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't be, you ain't got to follow societal rules. You don't have to follow societal rules. You don't. People hate the fact that I don't follow societal rules. Like, especially when it comes to my professional life. I don't have to be professional because I don't work for someone. I don't work for corporate America. So what's professional and acceptable for you is totally different for me. And it might be totally different for the next person. Don't let nobody put no rules on you. As long as you know that you doing what you're supposed to be doing, don't let nobody tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. People really project onto you their fears, their insecurities, their lack of, their rules that keep them stagnant. They will really project it onto you. Man, leave me a comment if you know what I'm talking about. People will really project their lack of onto you. Don't fall for it. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Don't fall for it. Step up out, get up, rise up out the matrix, okay? Okay, y'all, number 5. The last and the 5th sign that you are spiritually mature, you have matured in your spirituality, is your old life starts to crumble. That's one of the biggest signs. Your old life is starting to crumble. Because in order for your new life to flow, your old life got to go. Because you're doing all the things that I mentioned earlier. You're not people pleasing. You're not just being a caretaker. You putting yourself first. You going against the grain. You trying new things. You don't care about rocking the boat. Your old life is starting to dissipate. Let that motherfucker burn, baby, because the new you has to surface. It's a whole new you. I'm gonna just start calling you Nunu. What's up, Nunu? Hey, Nunu. You looking good, Nunu. You got to be a new person in order to step into your new life. When you start to elevate and become spiritually mature, you start to ascend, the more and more you start ascending, your old life got to go. So if you see a little fire starting to happen in your life, enjoy the ride. Ride that wave. Don't resist it. Ride the wave, because it won't last forever. It's uncomfortable because you're losing people falling off. You're probably losing jobs. You're probably, you might be going through those spiritual awakenings and coming to some realizations about yourself. Dang, I need to clean my act up. Dang, I need to do this. That's because you ascended to a new level. That's all. You ascend into a new level. And the major sign when you ascend into a new level, you start to see your own toxic patterns, your own toxic behaviors. And you got to take accountability for them. Like, damn, I'm being a shitty person. That's a huge sign. Let the old life go. And it could be uncomfortable. But it's like, y'all heard the buffalo story, the story about the buffaloes. So buffaloes hate water, they hate rain, they hate storms, they hate being wet, right? So they hate the storms, they hate the rainstorms. So when there's a pack of buffaloes hanging out and they see a storm coming, they run towards the storm instead of away from the storm, because running away from the storm, you stay in the storm longer. And eventually the storm catches up to you, you're running with it now. And the water, the storm, the dark clouds is just hovering over them. But if they run towards it, they get through it faster and pass it up. That's what you need to do. Run towards your fears, run towards your scariness, run towards your flaws. And when your old life starts to crumble, let it happen. Don't try to resist it. Don't try to hold on to people that's falling off. Don't try to keep doors open that God is closing. Let that old life burn, baby, because the new you needs to rise. Like the phoenix, rise out the ashes. Your life is changing. Your life is changing, okay? That's a clear sign that you are maturing spiritually. Every time you elevate, every time you elevate and you start to ascend, you go through another spiritual awakening. Things start to crumble. You have to change some things in your life. You might be, and God might be positioning you to move. You might be changing jobs. You might be losing friends. Your car might break down. That's because old stuff have to fall off. And when you going through another spiritual awakening, you come into realizations about yourself. You start to mature. You start to take accountability for your actions. You start to purge some toxic behaviors. You start to tell yourself, I got to be a better person. I got to start doing this better. You let that old life go. Let the old life go. Okay. Let the old life go, y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. But okay, man, listen, y'all. Listen. Get your money manifestation body butter, okay, you guys. And I wanted to talk about the money manifestation one on purpose because, oh my God, this body butter takes butter to a whole new level. It just melts as soon as it touch your skin. It just melts as soon as you touch your skin. But okay, I want you to order your money manifestation body butter. And when you putting it on, I want you to say these affirmations, okay? I want you to put this on every night, every day, whatever, and say these affirmations. Say, it is easy for me to receive money. Why you putting this on every time. And I mean, be consistent, be obsessed with it every time. Repetition is key. I want you to say, it is easy for me to receive money. And then one more. I want you to say, no matter where I go or what I do, money always shows up to support me. Write these down, y'all. Write these down. Type them in your phone. Type them in the comment section to affirm what I'm saying. It is easy for me to receive money. Get your money manifestation body butter, y'all. It is easy for me to receive money. Type it in the comments. No matter where I go or what I do, money always shows up to support me. Type it in the comments. I want you to say these affirmations every time you put your money manifestation body butter on. And I promise you, you will start to see things change in your life. You will start to see your life change. You will start to see money showing up out of nowhere. People are gonna start cash apping you out of nowhere. People are gonna start gifting you stuff out of nowhere. You're gonna be getting discounts out of nowhere. You're gonna get a random check in the mail talking about some rebate this that was like 15 years ago. You literally gonna start to see miracles happening in your life. You're gonna start to see changes in your life. Get your I need to get another one because mine is almost gone. Y'all see, I'll be digging it out. Ugh, that sounds funny, digging it out. I didn't mean for it to come out like that, but I need a new one because I'll be using this one up. Get your money manifestation body order, you guys. Body butter, you guys. It is going to change your life. And say those affirmations when you put it on. It's going to change your life. But if you really want to change your life, y'all, if you really want to change your life, you need to join the Winner Circle VIP classroom. In a few days, we are having our very first Zoom meeting, our very first class meeting on Zoom. There's been other things going on in the class, but we're having our very first Zoom meeting, and I'm going to be giving some groundbreaking information in that call. You get to see my face on camera, on the video. We get to talk to each other in real time. I get to know you guys on a more personal level. I'm going to get to be able to give you information and knowledge and help and wisdom and tools based off of your specific situation and circumstances that you might need help on. Join the Winner Circle VIP classroom, y'all. We are having our Zoom meeting in a few days. I love you so much. Everything that you need will be at the pinned comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. I love y'all.